Hey there. So welcome to day one. I saw a bunch of you in the introduction thing, and welcome. So that's awesome. For those of you who haven't, drop in there and let us know who you are. I did want to take a quick moment to talk about something. I saw a couple of people had some interest in Android. And so if you're not using Cursor or VS Code, this is a great example for Android Studio. Now, I'm not an Android guy, so I'm going to try from scratch. But what I wanted to talk about here is there's some tools. Claude Code is a CLI tool, and Gemini is another CLI tool. And the way that these work, originally you're like, why would I want to work in the CLI? But what ends up happening is they're basically like working in the IDE. And so I want to show you a little bit about how this works. So from any terminal, you can basically say, and here's a case for Gemini CLI, just npm install the CLI, and then once you get that up and running, then you can just say, in this case, Gemini, and it'll actually bring up the Gemini CLI example. Now, Gemini is by Google, so I have to talk about that, of course. Basically, it does a lot of the same things as Claude. I'm going to bring Claude up here in a second and show you how to do that. Now, Gemini is a little bit better on the coding side. One of the things you can do once you're in here, though, is you use these commands. And so later in the course, we're going to talk about making custom commands. So it's interesting to kind of get and use those, but I'm going to quit. And then we'll do Claude here. So Claude and Gemini are both CLIs that you can use in here. Now, I haven't actually done this yet, so this is a little bit of me walking through. You guys can watch me try this from scratch, so this will be interesting. So I'm going to say create a simple counter app that increases the counter when clicks the button. And we'll see what happens. So it's going to go through and hopefully it'll put some of this together. What you'll notice, though, is it's going to go through and see what's in here. It's working off of the main project root, and it's going to go and do basically the same thing at Cursor or VS Code or any of the rest of those Windsurf is going to do. And you have full access to do it, to go and see all your files and everything within the app here. So now it's creating the main file. Now, with these systems, what they're going to ask you to do is basically, for the first time on these, it's going to ask you if you want to accept and let it do the tasks. With some of the tools like Cursor, I put it in agent mode, YOLO, and let it go and do everything all at once. And so it says it's ready. So let's go ahead and see what happens. I'm going to run it. I don't even know how to run things. So let's see if I run it up here. Gradle build is running. Look, I'm telling you, like, I haven't been in here. I do Flutter, all right? Give me a break. I do Flutter, so it's a little bit different for me. So running the build, we're launching the devices, error, default activity not found. So then what I'll do is I'll say, says error, default activity not found when I try to run the emulator. And so one of the nice things is there are integrations that you can do between the CLI and the IDE. And then depending on which one it is, it'll actually then tie it in. So this is where a little bit of it, the integration does help. So let's see what it does this time. Again, let's see. I want to do this guy here. Launching on. Oh, look at that. It runs. And oh, well, imagine that. It actually works. So that's a really simple way to kind of do this stuff back and forth. And then you can go through and see. I'm actually a little surprised too. So I haven't been in here, but you get the idea. So the point here is that you don't need to be stuck using Cursor or Windsurf or any of the IDEs. Check out these CLIs. Check out Gemini CLI or Claude Code CLI. Yeah, and we will catch you all later.